They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Check 55 for Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
On second down, here's Greer. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Check out. Go out.
On 3rd and long, here's Greer. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Mike, 54. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky. And go.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, 24. 59, Mike. 59. Check, 59. Night, night, sweetheart.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And that will be incomplete. The safety, Ross Cockrell, there to knock that one away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Greer now on 2nd down. Looking deep downfield. Oh, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his 2nd there.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
Hey, Alpha. Right there in the middle. Hard.
Throwing on 3rd down, Greer. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And some room to run now. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. It's the fullback. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out comes Houston. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Going deep for Hopkins, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. Carolina getting set to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, box truck. You drop, get it.
On 2nd and 9, Greer. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Jennings was the one he was looking for, but now it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun on 3rd down, Greer. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. "35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They're looking at a first and goal from about the 9. Watson hands this to Foreman. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Watch the pass. 124. Deuce, deuce. 1031. Hey, check 24. Check 24. Hey, switch down.
They'll go with Foreman. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Where's 6? Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the alert. 49. Check 49. Check 49.
They'll run here on third and goal. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Okay, so you just took the big loss. Now what are you doing on 4th down?
But we have a change of plans now is what we have, because I think they were looking at the play sheet, trying to dial something up to go for it on 4th down. But after that loss, that goes right out the window. Now you have to kick the field goal and hope to come back down the next time and score.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Panthers coming out now. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
25.
Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Greer. Looking deep for Jennings. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
He's got a first down past the 30. Lamar Miller. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 82 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. A reminder reminder, coming up tonight, a tough ticket in New Orleans. The Cowboys in town to take on the Saints on Sunday Night Football. Then tomorrow night, Charles and I, we go to Pittsburgh. Bengals and Steelers, two teams, well, they don't like each other very much. That's well documented. That starts at 8:15 Eastern as we close out the month of September.
At the 22-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Look at me. Go.
Greer will look to throw on 2nd down. Dancing to his left. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's Leo. Let's go.
Greer on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Jennings was the one he was looking for. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half. And you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
59, let's go.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They go play action here on first down. Going for it. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Panthers on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start.
Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Rush in. Rush rock. Rock it. Rock it.
Greer operating from the gun. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Muhammad Wilkerson sacks him that time, coming in off the edge. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
At their own 10-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Watson. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
To throw on 3rd down, Watson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a 1st down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
We got this.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. 22 yards there, a first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Set. 19. Check. 59. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Again, it's Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I got you.
Play action from Miller. Now Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. The Texans on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. To the air yet again, Watson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. No one attempted or made more field goals than Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use him a lot less in 2019. Let's make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Greer. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Greer. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Gary Jennings. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken around the 12. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The final shot before the break. Watson, space to maneuver at the 40. And that going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Oh, now Greer, he fumbled the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Greer. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. They'll run it again with Miller. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And he'll find QT on the right side complete. So that one will be accepted. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
54,
A shotgun snap for Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Set, ready? 70, Indy. Hey, orbit.
On 1st and 10, Greer. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw, Greer. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Mark 55, Mark 55. Look, squeeze. Hey, wahoo.
From the gun, Greer. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. They convert on third with a gain of 22.
First down, Panthers.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. I got you.
On first down, it's Greer. Looking deep for Jennings. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The Texans take over first and 10.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 23.
Watch the twist, 29. Tighten up, tighten up. Tighten up, go.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. DJ Reader there on the tackle.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It was Eric Reed in on the stop.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Check now. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
Now Watson on third down. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Watson now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's first and 10.
Hey, 31.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Caught left side, Hopkins. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. On first down, here's Breida. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
Now Watson. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
A gain of 10 yards.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
First and 10.
Watch the whip.
Watson now going to run the option right. He pitches it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Now Watson, he's going to lead the Texans up to go for 2. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
The Panthers take over.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready. 10 Lobo. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Now.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. No gain on the play there. Second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
There. Look at me. Go. Get it.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And some space here. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there from McCaffrey. 41 yards. And a guy that can change the game shows you a glimpse of it right there, taking the ball down inside the red zone.
It just tells you how tough it is for a defense. You just hold on all game and essentially hold your breath. Will they break a big one on us at any point during the game? It just happened right there.
2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the ground, McCaffrey, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 6th touchdown of the season, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. Gano the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead.
Texans 26, Panthers 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Texans take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 23. And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jaleel Adai. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Watson now going to run the option right. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Man, I got 24. Mike, check. 59. I'm coming after you.
On 1st down, it's Watson. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Watson now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Watson going to give this one to Miller. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They'll try to run with Breida. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Texans will extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Smooth. And watch the lane.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Panthers on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This will be 3rd and 5. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Rock it. Hey, just shoot.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Set, ready? 15, line it. 15 line. Here we go. Let's go.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Greer. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Muhammad Wilkerson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Greer with one final throw. And Jennings has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, as always, partner, an extreme pleasure to share a booth with you. I have to say, I am impressed at your discipline because you came here and you said you were not going to eat any of the media buffet. You made it to the end. You didn't consume a single calorie.
I appreciate that. What you missed is me going to the concession stand outside of your eyesight and getting it done that way. Look, I mean, they were serving the good stuff. I had to do it.
Oh, man, but you're svelte, in good shape, but you cheated a little bit. We'll let it slide.
I appreciate that. Always a pleasure to work with you.
So for Houston, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon.